What is the Ag Preserve?
What is the Ag Preserve?
The Ag Preserve is an actual zoning boundary that extends around the valley, pretty much from the city of Napa north, almost to the top of the valley by Calistoga.
It restricts the land use to agriculture.
The agricultural preserve created by the Board of Supervisors in 1968 is one section in the county's zoning ordinance that provides that urban development belongs in urban areas and that the highest and best use of the land in the unincorporated area of Napa County is agriculture.
That was 1968, and at that time we had as crops finished beef, prunes, walnuts, and a few grapes.
Agriculture traditionally has simply been a holding action for houses and stores and shopping malls.
People had seen what happened in the Santa Clara Valley. In the 40s and 50s, people from Napa would drive down to the Santa Clara Valley to see the orchards in bloom in the spring. All of those orchards are now covered up with houses and Google and Apple and other major complexes.
Santa Clara County made the choice that it wanted homes, and we made the choice that we wanted agriculture.
That sounds like a simple little thing to accomplish, but at the time when they came up with the idea, they were sued. They were told it was confiscatory, arbitrary, illegal.
It was primarily a private property issue where owners of land would say, you can't tell me that I can't divide my property into 1-acre lots and sell them off as houses.
Well, obviously, the 5 supervisors who stuck their necks out and the prospect of being sued individually and so on, they were the 5 people who toughed it out.
And as their reward, some of them got death threats, many of them got threats of ride homes being unsafe.
There were 55 public meetings, most of them held in gymnasiums or auditoriums, and about 80 or 90% of the people who showed up were not in favor of the preserve. It was not a popular idea at the time.
Brother against brother. It was a little civil war.
Several of the major landowners in the valley, including Jack Davies and several others, got together, held meetings up in Rutherford at a sort of a little restaurant, and began talking about what to do to preserve the valley for future generations.
Going door to door and explaining to people why the Ag Preserve was beneficial not only for viticulture, winemaking, but for a community as a whole.
The protection of open space is the primary reason that people come to the Napa Valley.
We finally got everyone together and presented that to the supervisors at a board meeting, all the petitions signed, all the support, letters of support, and the supervisors made the right decision.
I think there's been pretty great consensus both between the residents and the voters and the industry that we have something that's just amazing and needs to be protected.
As miraculous as the creation of the preserve was, its existence for the past 50 years and the fact that it's still working is even more miraculous. Because if you think how many elected, appointed officials and staff people have changed in 50 years, that this concept is still in force and effect is an unbelievable thing to have happened.
Being able to ride your bike and being able to hike and being able to enjoy the glory that is the Napa Valley is all based on the fact that the Ag Preserve was created.
This is a national treasure, and it makes a product from its land that can't be done anyplace else in the world.